Sophie, and I'm currently undertaking my Modern Foreign Languages teacher training course. However, given the unfortunate current circumstances, I'm no longer able to go into the schools to teach. So I thought I would do these videos on YouTube to help out any of those who are trying to homeschool their kids or are just wanting to learn a bit of Spanish themselves. So these videos are aimed at beginners and key stage up to key stage 3. However, parents can join in, younger siblings, older siblings. If you just want to learn a bit of Spanish, that's fine. Grandparents can join in as well. So I'm going right to the basics. So today we're going to go all the way to the basics and we're going to learn how to say hello. So in Spanish, that is hola. So we'll do it again. So it's hola. So that means hello. And then if you want to say good morning, it's buenos dias, or good day, buenos dias. So repeat after me, buenos dias. So that's good and that's day. So to say good afternoon, because I think it's afternoon time now. It's buenas tardes. So buenas, which is that word again for good, and then tardes, which is afternoon. Okay, so repeat after me. Buenas tardes. Okay, and now we're going to say good evening or good night. So it's that word again that we use for good. So buenas, and then noches. So buenas noches. Repeat after me. Buenas noches. Okay, and now I'm going to learn how to say goodbye. So in Spanish, it's one simple word. It doesn't have the good in it like all the others do. It's just adios. So adios. Adios. Okay, repeat after me. Adios. Okay, so now that we've learned how to say hi and good afternoon, good morning, and goodbye, we're going to learn how to say, how to ask how you are. So there's ¿qué tal?, which is how goes it? So ¿qué tal? Repeat after me. ¿Qué tal? Okay. So, and then there's a little bit, so you would use that with your friends. And then there's a more formal way to say it, which is ¿Cómo estás? So how are you? ¿Cómo? How? Estás? Are you? ¿Cómo estás? Repeat after me. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Okay. Okay, so now that we've learned how to ask people how they are, in order to respond to that same question, if we get asked that, you would say estoy, so I am, estoy, and then you would have an adjective. So I am good, estoy bien. So that's bien. If you want to say I'm not great, estoy mal. Estoy mal. So that's I'm alright, I'm not great. So if you want to say I am awful, I'm not feeling very well at all, I'm awful. Estoy fatal. So it's the same word again. Estoy fatal. So fatal. Okay. And if you want to say that you're amazing, you're super great, you are on cloud 9, estoy fenomenal. Fenomenal. So I'm phenomenal. Estoy fenomenal. Good. Okay, so now we've got the basic pleasantries down. The next thing that you would probably ask someone is, what's your name? So, how you would do this in Spanish is, ¿Cómo te llamas? So that ya noise is a double L. So it's not llamas, it's ya llamas. So, ¿cómo, how, te, you, llamas, called. So, how are you called? What is your name? So, repeat after me. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Good, muy bien. Okay, and then how to respond to that, we would say, me llamo Sophie. So, I am called Sophie. Me llamo Sophie. Okay, repeat after me. Me llamo, and then your name, Sophie. So for me, an important thing to learn about whichever country I'm going to is how to say in their language if they speak English. So how you would do this in Spanish is hablas inglés. So that's hablas, so that's a H in there, but it's silent. So it's hablas inglés. Repeat after me. Hablas inglés. Good. So if you were being asked that question, if you're walking down the street and someone said, hablas inglés, you're like, oh, okay. So how you would respond to that would be, sí, hablo inglés. Yes, I speak English. So repeat after me. Sí, hablo inglés. So that hablo has got a H in front of it. It's the first letter, but it's silent again, so it's just like in the question. Sí, hablo inglés. Or, no hablo inglés. No, I don't speak English. So repeat that again. No hablo inglés. Muy bien. Now, obviously, it doesn't have to be English that you're saying. It could be something like French, which is francés. German, which is alemán. Italian, italiano. It could also be Spanish, so español. So you should now be able to ask people if they speak a language. It could be any of those languages that we've just gone through. So it could be English, it could be Spanish, it could be French, it could be German, and it could be Italian. So moving on from this, when you're on holiday and you make some friends, but they're not very good at English and you want to ask them how old they are, you need to learn the numbers. So I'm going to teach you the numbers 1 to 10 first, and I want you to repeat after me. There'll be some time in between for you to repeat, and I'll say it more than once. And then we're going to go from 10 to 20. Okay, so uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, 10. So we'll just go through that a little bit quicker. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, y 10. And 10. Okay, so do you feel comfortable with numbers 1 to 10? If not, you can always go back and repeat this little section just so that you get it in your head and that you can just call out a random number when asked. Okay, so moving from 10 to 20. So we've gone from 10, so we start at 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, trece, catorce, catorce, quince, quince, dieciséis, dieciséis, diecisiete, diecisiete, dieciocho, dieciocho, diecinueve, diecinueve y veinte. Veinte. Okay, so we'll go through that again really quickly from 10. So we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 y 20. Okay, so if you feel comfortable with them, we're going to go all the way back to the beginning and do 1 to 20 without stopping. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ooh. Okay, so we should all feel comfortable with the numbers by now. If not, go back to those little sections in the video, go over them, get someone to test you, get them to call out random numbers in English and you tell them the Spanish. Just have quick fire practice of them, because now we're going to move on to asking someone how old they are and how to respond to that question if we get asked it ourselves. So the question that you would ask someone is ¿Cuántos años tienes? So how many years do you have? That's how the question is structured in Spanish. So repeat after me. ¿Cuántos años tienes? So if we put that all together, ¿cuántos años tienes? Okay, have another go at that if you feel like you need to. ¿Cuántos años tienes? Okay, so when we get asked that question, we would respond with tengo, so I have, and then I'm going to pick a random number. So tengo 14 años. So I'm 14 years old. I'm not, but some of you might be. So that would be tengo, I have, 14, that number 14, años, years. So I have 14 years. So if we repeat after me, tengo 14 años. Tengo 14 años. Obviously, where I've said 14, you can put whatever number is your age in there. Okay? Right, guys, so have a quick practice of that. Ask your mum how old they are, ask your dad how old they are, ask your sister how old they are, and then see if you can respond for yourself as well. Go back to the start of the video if there's areas that you're not sure of, go over it, and I will see you next time with a video on in the kitchen. So it's going to be called In mi cocina, and we're also going to do some food. So we're going to go through some food, we're going to go through appliances, so how do I say the oven in Spanish, or the microwave, or the fridge, along with things like knife and fork. I'm also going to do a little bit about in a restaurant. So I hope to see you all next time. Stay safe. Bye.